It's a place full of animal energy.
Oh, that's a nice dance park. Look at that, huh? Going all out here today.
A retreat where being loud has its rewards.
Now little sing, little sing, little sing. There you go, very small sing. Good, good, good.
An animal playground where you can't help but smile.
Where's the shark? Where's the shark? Yeah, show me that mean shark. Oh, where's that shark?
Welcome to the wonderful world of Squalus, a one-of-a-kind sea lion training ground where it's all about having fun.
And they really try to please you. I mean, they're just like 3 to 4-year-old kids that show you, look, mommy, what I made. Look what I made. And that's what they do. They say, look what I can do. Look what I can do.
What the sea lions do is perform to audiences around the country, and practice seems to make perfect. Marco Peters is their ringleader.
Come on, girls, hop. There you go. Hop, hop, hop. Yeah, and hey, come here. Hop, hop, hop. Wave, wave. Good girl. But what we like to do is you want to train them every day a little bit. Something new.
This place can probably best be described as sort of a sea lion compound. Of course, there's habitats for the animals, practice stages being built. It's sort of like being behind the scenes on Broadway, but the actors are not people. Instead, they're sea lions.
Their entire body weight up.
There's good shows, there's bad shows. It all depends also from us and from me. And it also depends from how you feel. That's how the animals feel. I mean, if we feel good, we're ready to go, they're usually ready to go. Here we are. All right.
Marco has been working with some of these sea lions for 20 years. So how do you get such a powerful creature to listen to you? Well, these are the beginning training stages.
And what we do with that is we train them to touch the ball first. What is the target? Now, once they know that, you can make them, hopefully, make them do little things like a little spin. Or, there you go, there you go. There we go. Oh, look at that. And then a little walk. So she's gonna follow the target stick as she makes a couple of steps.
He nurtures both California and South American sea lions. Their size can be intimidating.
Up, hold it, hold it. Good boy, come here, 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 come here. Good.
So how exactly do you motivate an animal that weighs over 700 pounds?
So that would be for one sea lion a day.
The secret appears to be seafood. Hundreds of pounds delivered here weekly to feed 12 hungry performers.
We like to feed, quite a different variety of fish. I like to get fish out of the Gulf of Mexico because it's fresh. I can get it, 2 days later. It's flash frozen and I get it. We feed sardines, thread herring, Spanish mackerel, and then we also supplement with Atlantic herring and Canadian capelin.
It takes a team of employees and volunteers to keep the Sea Lion Splash Roadshow afloat. From assembling sets and mobile stages that include sea lion swim tanks, to filing good records of veterinarian checkups that the state requires them to have. Swimming pools have to be cleaned constantly to maintain healthy water. Nearly all of Marco's sea lions came in as pups, typically abandoned by their mothers or their parents simply perished. He's been doing this so long that some of his younger sea lions were born on the property. Marco admits that his stage show is lighthearted, but the message can help in saving a species.
When you see these animals and you tell about these animals that hey, one of the reasons why this animal came here was because it was completely entangled in fishing line. Unfortunately, it had to be such a long time in rehab that it could not be returned to the wild anymore. So the next time when you go out fishing, you think twice about throwing that fishing line into the water. And that's what we're trying to bring out, messages like that. And that does help.
Sea lion populations worldwide are being inundated by plastics, fish nets, and chemicals dumped into the oceans. Marco believes his simple messages can reach a young generation and help to make a change. And like people, it takes time to learn, especially if you're going to do this for a crowd on stage.
It can take from a day to a couple of months. I mean, they're somewhat there. They just have to figure out that they have to put it in the recycling bin. Hey, where does it go? There you go, good, that is good.
Walk around his 30-acre compound and you'll realize his sea lions, often referred to as his children, follow him around, into the kitchen, into the office, or simply a stroll across the yard. It's a unique bond between human and sea lion, and for this one circus performer, sea lions have become his life.
We know exactly what our animals do. We wake them up in the morning, we put them to bed at night, and of course, we're there in the weekends for them as well.
But Marco wants the world to be able to enjoy his sea lions.
I do this so other people can enjoy them. I mean, not everybody can go to Argentina and see beautiful sea lions like this.
And that is why Marco has created this one-of-a-kind sea lion stage show.
The animals that perform the behaviors do it in a way that it's fun for them. And that's what you try to bring over to the audience, but you also try to make it fun for the animal.
Speaking of an audience, Marco and team will soon be taking their show on the road and in front of thousands of spectators with one goal in mind.
If people walk away with a smile on their face, I'm happy. I'm even more happy if people stay around and they come up close and they ask me actually more questions. There you go.
I'm in Myakka City, Florida, home to Squalus, a one-of-a-kind secret sea lion training ground.
Hey, you want to dance? Come on. You want to dance? Go on. Dance, 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 dance.
A place where sea lions get a workout.
All right. Up. Good. Up. Good. Up. Good. Good spot.
And demand pay for their performances.
There you go.
Good.
And that's actually where they got the original name sea lion from, because of that lines. There you go.
It's a unique 30-acre sea lion refuge where these creatures eat, sleep, and play. For Marco Peters, it's sort of like having 12 children.
Yeah, it's just like having 3-4-year-old kids. You're constantly with them, you constantly have to entertain them, you're gonna make sure they're being fed, you're gonna make sure they're being educated. It's basically the same thing, it's just like raising little kids.
Big kids that seem to follow his team everywhere, across the yard, into the kitchen. Like children, Marco admits it's a full-time job raising them.
You gotta put your heart into it. So it's something that's not a 9-to-5 job, but we love it.
It's a busy time here at Squalus. Finishing touches are being made to portable stages that will crisscross the United States, taking the Sea Lion Splash Show to audiences around the country. First stop, Tampa, Florida. It's opening day at the Florida State Fair and the Sea Lion Splash stage is set, but the weather is not cooperating.
Kind of a nasty day for a fair, but opening day today.
James Earhart is in charge of the traveling Sea Lion show. It's his job to make sure the animals are safe and that each performance goes off without a hitch.
If the weather clears, we're going to have a great day, and even if not, we're going to have a great day. We're still going to do our shows either way.
250,000 people will witness the Sea Lion shows over a 12-day stretch. The Sea Lions appear to be ready. James and show host Beccy Hughs check out the stage and go over last-minute details.
They have had great practices the last few days, so they're ready to show off to everybody.
And while each Sea Lion show is rehearsed, Beccy says she plans for the unexpected.
Something will always be different. You can watch a show every day, every show for the entire fair, and you will never see the same show twice. The animals, they do kind of what they want, but they still do the routine, but they add their own little flair of personality into it, and it makes it a lot more fun that way.
While weather has kept the crowd small for an opening performance, it's showtime for the crew.
Now we think that Zoe's mother may have been a victim of pollution. Now Zoe, she can make her entire head disappear. Would you guys like to see that? All right, Zoe, let's impress them. You ready? We count it off. We count. 1, 2, 3. No head.
The show is a combination of education, conservation, and sea lion showmanship.
Body weights up. And make very pretty handstands. Good job, ladies.
Just to go out there and see, and now I'm gonna put on a show or an exhibit for the audience to see. Set it up, build it up with your own hands, and then when the whole thing comes together, and then when the gates open and the people come in and then say, hey, it's showtime, I love it.
Education is a big part of the show. Many onlookers confuse sea lions with seals. So here are some things you may not know about sea lions. Sea lions can hold their breath for 20 minutes and can dive down to depths of 1,000 feet. Baby sea lions do not know how to swim when they are born. Mothers give birth on land. Sea lions have good balance. They can walk on all 4 flippers. Lifespan is 10 to 15 years in the wild, but sea lions live 25 to 35 years in captivity. Seals and sea lions are different. The lack of an ear flap makes seals more streamlined.
She got it. Good job, Zoe.
Beccy says the first performance was solid despite the weather, and she feels the show is good for children.
Kids especially, you know, they can read a book, they can watch TV, but they never really appreciate the animals until they actually see them and they can get close to them. And we do pictures and we show recycling and one more. Good job, guys. Wait right out front for me.
After the show, anyone can come and get close to a sea lion.
If people walk away with a smile on their face, I'm happy. I'm even more happy if people stay around and they come up close and they ask me actually more questions. That's what's so nice about it. You can talk to a live person, you can talk to an expert. We have a whole group of people that are very well educated about sea lions that do travel with us and that will explain to the people about additional information if they like it.
A lot of times if the girls don't want to work, then it makes it hard on me because I have to encourage them, like, come on girls, we can do it. I mean, they're so smart and you got to learn a lot of patience with them. I didn't have any patience with anything until I started working with them.
After more shows, it'll be time for this crew to tear down the stage, pack it all up, and hit the road again, and on to a new city to perform with the sea lions. Meanwhile, back in Myakka City, it's sea lion business as usual.
Dancing, dancing, dancing. Good.
When they give you all the love that you put in by the sea lions, and they give, even if they just give a little bit back, that's it for me. I mean, that's what I love about it.